Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we bring you another game of Edward Newgate / Whitebeard, and the deck list is right here on the screen. You can also find it below in the description. So hope you enjoyed today's matchup, which is going to be Whitebeard versus Red and Green Law, a deck that has become a lot more popular and has been winning a lot of regionals and a lot of treasure cups. So enjoy the matchup, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy. In this match, we're gonna against Law. Okay. This is gonna be should be a good matchup. I would love to get Vista. I think this is the matchup where I want to have Vista. I'm gonna mulligan. I think I want to have Vista. Okay, we get the Vista. We also get the Nami, so we could play the Nami. I think the Vista is better to kind of slow them down, and especially because I can pop like something like their Nami, stop them from having more searchers later on. Double Newgate on the bottom. That's rough. That's rough. Okay. Yeah, that kind of sucks. See my double Newgate in the bottom. So now we only have two more that we haven't seen yet. One is actually just gonna go ahead and attack right away. Sure. Do I take this one? You know what? Let's counter this. Let's counter this. Opponent's gonna go for double blockers. I'm gonna just pop with the Vista. I'm gonna pop with the Vista. I'm gonna go ahead and put one here, just attack for 7. Force the opponent to block. They're never gonna block there, obviously, because they want to keep. I want to pop the Nami. That way the opponent doesn't have that searcher anymore later on when they get to their 5 units. And this is why the Vista is important, because it kind of delays them. It delays them a bit, right? But he's gonna go ahead and attack life again. We have another Newgate in our hand, so I don't think we should be taking life. So I'm gonna just let it go again. I'm gonna just block it. Opponent's gonna play the Rush Sorrow. They're gonna actually go ahead and okay, wow. They don't want me to get to my Newgate turn with too much life. But I also don't think it's worth it to spend a 2k here, so I'm gonna take this one. We have another Vista, which allows me to pop one of the blockers, which I think is probably worth it. So that's going to be 3. And we can go 2 and then 1. How do we do this? I might actually go ahead and play this Otama. Out. Like if I go 6 here. Otama is 1. Okay, so let me think about this. Otama is 1. Vista is 3. That leaves me with 2 Dawn. If we use the Otama here, that's going to go to 3. Yeah, I think we go like this. I think we go 6 here. See if the opponent blocks. They're not going to block. I'm going to go ahead and play the Otama out on this guy. I'm going to put 1 more Dawn on the Nami. Back it for 3. See if we eat up more counters. Opponent goes ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and just Vista this Capone, and then I'm gonna pass here. And again, it's just delaying them. It's just trying to delay them from getting to their Law combos shenanigans until we can stabilize with our Newgate and start clearing up their board. Opponent obviously doesn't want us to get access to the Newgate while we have more life than necessary. Okay, the problem now is that we can't really do anything. So now we got to just attack life, and they're going to get their combo next turn. Losing this Otama beat here kind of sucks. We don't have Radical Beam. We can keep one down for Radical Beam. We do have the Luffy that we can use to attack. Or we could play a Makino as well. Just start to push damage. So the Rush Luffy, I think, is going to be what we play. I think I'm going to play the Rush Luffy. That leaves me with 3 down. So we can go 2 or 3. Let's go 2 here first. Okay, opponent takes the life. Let's go ahead and go for... Let's go ahead and play this Luffy out and give the Dawn to the Luffy instead so that we avoid the Jet Pistol. So this is so that we play around the Jet Pistol, right? So that this Luffy doesn't just die to a Jet Pistol and then we attack for 6 here. Now, opponent's going to get their combo next turn, which is fine. That's a Radical Beam now for a 6k attack. We get Radical Beam from life. Wow, that's a big Radical Beam this early. As long as we keep the 1 life, we can go ahead and have the Newgate Yeah, I mean, I'll let you kill this Vista. That's fine. You're going to bounce back the Nami anyway, so I don't think it matters. You're going to go ahead for this Luffy. Do we save this Luffy? I think I like forcing the law to have to attack this Luffy. I think I like that. I think I like forcing the law to have to attack this Luffy. So Curly the Dan, you get another blocker shopper. You're gonna have to attack, yeah. Then we're gonna go here and just keep it alive. And which one are you gonna call back? Are you gonna call back the... Okay, they're gonna have their combo here. They have exactly 2 Dawn. So if they get the law... Oh, that's not a law blocker. So you're gonna just kill this again. Now, do we let it go now? Pony has the blockers. Pony has the blockers. If I keep this Luffy, the Luffy's gonna be able to get rid of their blockers. If we get rid of this counter, we really don't have much for the attack next turn. It's gonna be crazy, but I'm gonna save it. I think it's crazy, but I'm gonna save it. Question is here, do we go for the law or do we go for the sorrow? And I think we just go for the law. The problem is that the opponent can just sacrifice their shoppers right now, right? Opponent can just sacrifice their choppers right now. Let's go here. Get the 2K counter out. The restand is a little bit scary, but I think with the Newgate next one, we should be okay. The other option is to not play the... No, I think I have to always play this Newgate, right? Opponent should always just block with this chopper because they know that this chopper is going to die. So this chopper is always going to die to the Newgate next turn, right? Yep. So you just let it go. We keep 1 for the Radical Beam. We have 1 life. We have Radical Beam on Kingdew for the other life. And we should be okay unless the opponent has another law. So they got another Sorrow. They got a Rush Sorrow. Well, I'm a freaking 8. So the Rush Sorrow by himself is not enough. The second restand law is the only thing that scares me. So the second restand law is the only thing that scares me. Okay, I'm gonna just counter this for 1. If you're gonna give me a nice counter here, I think I'll take that, right? Now the restand is a problem. We'll take this one. Opponent can do Rush Sorrow and then could potentially have the restand. But that means that this law... No, they don't have enough. They don't have enough done to get there. They don't have enough done to get there because I'm at 8K. And we know that we can kill any blocker that is summoned with our Whitebeard. And we also still have this Luffy just sitting there that can get through any blocker they have. And we still have the Radical Beam enabled. So I don't think opponent can do anything anymore because we're fine. And we know, again, we know one of their cards is going to be a dead card because it's going to be Rush Sorrow. Even if you play the Sorrow now, it's only going to be a 5. And playing the Sorrow now and giving it a Dawn to kill Luffy means that you don't have enough to play your Law. They could have Radical Beam. We saw them playing Radical Beam. So they could be able to survive. They're just going to go for the 10K. We see that they tap out a Radical Beam, so they just hope that we didn't have the Radical Beam. Unfortunately for them, we have it. So now we know that the opponent has Sorrow in their hand, which is a deck card, and they have 4 more cards. If those 4 cards are 2K counters, that's gonna be 13. So we could go. This is gonna be where we go last, right? 13. We can go up to 15, right, with 5. So we have 5 more to play with. So we can go 2. Let's attack for 7 first. Okay, so then we just win, right? We just put everything on Newgate. Yeah, we just put everything. The more the opponent took that 7. So the reason they're not attacking for 7, by the way, is because we know that one of the cards is a Sorrow. That's not a counter, right? So if we attack for 7, it's forcing 2 cards out of them. It has to be a 2K plus something else. And then we can attack for 7 again, which again is going to force the last 2 cards out of them. And that's just 1 Dawn commitment on Whitebeard, 1 Dawn commitment on the Luffy. That's 2 Dawn. If they use all 4 cards, because again, one of them is a Zoro, so if they use all 4 cards to counter out of those 2 7 attacks, we can put 2 more on the Vista to attack for 5, and that kills that last life. And then we still have access to 6 Dawn on the Newgate to attack for like 16, right? So it was always correct to just spread out 7-7. And if we need an extra attack, we still have the Vista. Heck, we even have the Nami because we have the Makino, so we can actually have the Nami go to 5. And we even have this Ace as well. So we got there, and that's all it took. Just kind of put a lot of aggression. I think honestly that Vista did help out a lot because it just slowed them down enough, especially popping that Nami. And the opponent just didn't have the 6-cost law, right? See, they had the 6-cost law instead of this law. They probably could have gotten a bit more swaps than what they did when they actually finally got their board full. But that's how the matchup is going to go a lot of times. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's game. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Hope you enjoy the matchup, and I'll see you again tomorrow, where we're actually going to go switch from Whitebeard to Ivankov, since this is our 3rd video of Whitebeard. So yeah, see you all tomorrow.